Hello, Mass Attacks here and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to have a look at a battle from the T28 American tank destroyer, the T28. And as always, before we get into the action, I'll show you the crew and equipment that I've currently got on this tank. My crew on this tank aren't too bad, all onto the 3rd skill. The equipment that I use in the special firepower slot is a gun rammer, then I've got vents and a gun lane drive. So let's have a look at it in action. Today I'm playing on mines. It's a standard battle and I've got the 357 matchmaking and I'm middle tier today. So I want to set up on a corner. I would try and push towards where the town is, but if you lose the hill, it's a really dodgy place to be in. So I don't really want to push down there with the mobility of this tank, because I will get caught out. So I'm just going to see what happens on the hill first, before I decide where to position myself, where I'll be best at. When you spawn on the south, where I have, you're at a disadvantage to win the hill. You've got to be really aggressive, have a really aggressive team to win the hill from the south. But the hill is key on this map in my opinion. So I've moved to a bush a bit further along. Maybe I can get a shot against some of them light tanks on the top of the hill, and I can also see the corner where the M103 is heading, the enemy tank. So I have lost the hill, and I do have 4 tank destroyers on my team just to the left of us, which was an option for me to go. But this tank really isn't for camping, it's more of a push forward. All the armor's on the front and the armor is good on this. I'll tell you about the armor. This tank has no turret, so it's all hull armor, and then on the front of your hull you have 254mm of armor, which is great at this level. Then you have 101.6 on the side, 50.8 on the rear. So you really don't want enemies to flank you. You need to try and keep them in front of you. If you get this tank in a city map, if you can find a street, go into the street and you will do really well. The armor will hold up and the gun isn't too bad either. So the enemy look like they're trying to push that corner, but I do have 2 tanks there, so they might be reluctant to push forward. But there's the M103 and I snuck a shot into him. Also didn't get spotted when I fired that shot, which is another good thing. But there's the side of the turret of the 103 and I did penetrate that shot as well. They do look like they're pushing aggressive to the corner now, the enemy. We have lost the west side and the middle, so winning this side is quite important. Can't say anyway. There's the 103 again. Can I finish him off? Didn't finish him off, but I did get another shot in. Now I haven't been spotted firing all these shots. The camo rating doing well for us. The camo rating is 22.18% on this. That's with my crew and equipment. And I managed to take the M103 out. That's a really good tank to get out the game. I think there's just a defender there now. And I get a shot into the defender. And I've tracked him. Can anybody get a shot in? Let him get away. Can I see the bottom plate? Didn't penetrate. He's pushed out really aggressive, so hopefully I can get a shot in and finish him off here. And taking him out. Thought I might be getting spotted there because there's an ABR on the edge of the hill. I can see the ABR and he's been taken out. That's a great tank to get out. I have been spotted though, so I'm pulling back. I'm going to try and relocate. I am quite fortunate today in this battle as there's no artillery, so I can be spotted, especially from a distance, and the enemy will have trouble penetrating me front of me armor. So I'm just going to sit on this corner. My team look like they're doing okay, holding the corner just to me left. I'm going to try and spot the middle. There's an Emil, just hit the rock in front of him, so he's getting away with that. I am spotted though, and it's the mod 1 that spotted us, but I managed to bounce his shot. The armor will hold up well from this distance, although the 54 mod 1 is firing gold. Just see if he'll peek out. And he's been taken out, so I don't have to worry about him anymore. So where's that Emil? I will have trouble spotting that Emil. He's slightly out my view range. I haven't got anything on this tank to improve my view range, so my view range is only 385 meters. So I'm going to relocate to this corner, as it looks like my tank destroyers are struggling against that T28 here. There's a good tank. He's been set on fire and he's been taken out. Looks like he didn't have a fire extinguisher there, unlucky for him. So I'm going to push up to the middle now, and while I do, I'll tell you about the gun on this tank. You do get a 120mm gun on this. It has 248mm of penetration with 400 alpha damage. With my crew and equipment, I've got a reload time of 7.39 seconds, which gives us a DBM of 3249, which is really good. Also with my crew and equipment, I've got an aim time of 1.75 seconds, which is good, but I do have the gun lane drive to help that. And then I've got a dispersion of 0.35. Also get 5 degrees of gun depression, which is nothing special. So I've just about made it to the middle now, and as you can see, the mobility is nothing special on this tank. In fact, you've only got a top speed of 22 kilometers an hour going forward, and then you've got a reverse speed of 10 kilometers an hour. But this tank is all about the armor and the gun. If you played this tank destroyer and you just want to camp, I would highly recommend you don't camp too far away from your base, as if you're too far away and the enemy push and try and cap the base, you'll really struggle to get back in time. So after you've considered your starting position, the second thing you want to consider is being somewhere where you can't be flanked easy. And if you do these two things, you should have a really good game in this tank. I've just taken the Emil 1 out there. Not sure exactly how, as the turret's really strong on that, but I'll take it. So now I'm trying to push a little bit forward, try and spot, but as I say, the view range isn't great on this tank, but I do still have all my hit points. I'm not sure what our T71's doing, what's holding him up. There's SU-130, and I've managed to get a shot into him. Just pull him back. A few other team members are getting shots into him, so he's lost half his hit points. Is he going to peak again? Our T71 looks like he's getting shots into him. Could really do with him pushing forward, but here's the ISU-152K. I've pushed forward, got a shot into him, but as you can see, them hit really hard, and he's taken more than half my hit points with that shot. So just pull him back to see if that SU is looking at us, and he's not. Pull him back out the way of the ISU. We did lose our Chiri on the hill there, but the IKV has taken his place. So hopefully they can get shots on the SU. It looks like they can. I tried a blind shot, tried to take him out, but the ISU's pushing us. Tried angle, I did well, bounced the shot, face hugging him, got a shot into him. Can I beat him on the reload? I might well do. Face hugging him, and taking him out. I was quite fortunate there, he is shooting gold. So I'm just pulling back. Where's the SU? Is he looking at us? There he is. He's behind the rock, so I can't get a shot in. Just waiting for him to pull out. Can I get this for me top gun? Closing the gap, and our IKV is taking him out. Let's have a quick look at the stats. I did get my second mark of excellence, and it was a Masters Ace tanker. Top of the tree for XP with a base XP of 1336. Top for damage by a long way with 4187 damage in. We made 47,000 credits, but that's due to a battle payment. Plus 5,010 XP, that's due to a personal reserve bonus. And an award for the first victory each day, which was at ×2. I'd like to thank you for watching today's battle. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. There's a little icon in the bottom right hand corner. And if you have any feedback, please could you leave it via the thumbs buttons in the comment section below. Cheers.